Back here on the set inside Moby Arena, we continue on the Ram Report. I'm your host, Brian Roth. Time to talk some Colorado State women's basketball with head coach Kristen Holt. Rams go 1-1 here this past week, and they remain in second place in the Mountain West Conference. Kristen, kind of an up and down week. Congratulations on the win. I know we'll talk about the Wyoming game too, which was a heartbreaker, but you guys knock off Boise State for the season sweep on Wednesday night.
Yeah, it was a good game for us. A Boise team that I think is very dangerous. And still do, even though we've beaten them twice. I think in the tournament they're going to be a tough team, a tough draw if we would happen to get them. But we were able to defensively hold Lenhart down to, I believe she had 4 points in that game. We did a phenomenal job of double teaming her and just didn't let her get any looks. And I think that was a big, big key to our win.
Yeah, that's always key when you can hold the leading scorer on the other team down. She's one of the top shooters in the conference, and Boise State is a team, one of the top shooting teams in the conference.
Yeah, it was, just a good defensive effort on her. They tried to make things close at the end. We had to I think we stopped them in the last 7 stops of the game, which we got steals and they had a couple turnovers. They didn't have any clean looks. And then we just did a nice job. And Kelly Hardig had 20 points in that game, and that was a career high for her. And just her energy out there was remarkable. Yeah,
you talk about Kelly Hartig, 20 points, also pulled down 9 rebounds in the game. She played well against Wyoming as well. What has been the difference in her game? Obviously a transfer for Virginia, and I know you guys are asking her to do more offensively than maybe she was asked to do earlier in her career.
Well, she's comfortable on the offensive end, getting there and now taking shots. I mean, you can't have points if you don't put up shots. And Kelly has always been very conservative about what shots she takes. And lately she's been more aggressive. And certainly the rebounding, the 9 rebounds, she was grabbing rebounds that really she had no business getting.
Yeah. So Colorado State gets the win over Boise State, and it was their 4th consecutive win and set up a big matchup up at the AA in Laramie against Wyoming, and the Rams would fall in overtime in that contest. And Coach, that's a tough one to take because you have the lead down the stretch, and Chandra Sewell for Wyoming, who hadn't made a 3 all season long, throws in a 3-pointer with 4.1 to go in regulation, sends it to overtime. I know those type of shots, while you have to tip the cap to the opposition, it make you sick.
It does. And it's 2 days later and I'm still sick. But it was. We had a chance to go up by 4. Haley only made 1 of 2 free throws at the end there with I don't know how many seconds were left, 18 I believe, and maybe it was less. But then Chandra comes down and they were kind of scrambling, and she's a kid that hasn't hit a 3 all year and makes a 3, and now we go into overtime and we had fouled out Kim and we'd fouled out Megan. So we were limited in the number of kids that we had, and those kids had played a lot of minutes at high altitude, and it was just one of those tough days of, it was frustrating to coach our team because we didn't really bring very good effort, I didn't think, at the beginning of the game. But we made a game of it, and then things didn't go our way.
Yeah, and a banked-in 3-pointer by Wyoming to kind of break that tie in the overtime and give them a lead they would not relinquish. Kim Mestog, though, only held to 2 points in the game.
They did a nice job on her. I thought really did not allow her to get open, and they would double her cuts. And Kim's been so consistent, and then for something like that, we'll get her back going. It's just one of those games, and it was very frustrating. I feel like we allowed the fouls to really affect the way that we played that game.
Yeah. So the Rams go 1-1 on the week, and they have a chance to kind of get back into that conference race here this week with New Mexico, and then a contest against league leader San Diego State. We'll talk about those games. We'll also introduce you to Kara Spotton, the freshman from Rocky Mountain High School here in Fort Collins. All that and more coming up next, right here on the Ram Report.
You can be a part of Moby Madness. Buy season tickets, mini plans, and more at csurams.com, giving you more ways to cheer on the Rams. csurams.com.
Twitter is great. Here's one. That darn cat is in the tree again. Where's a 7-footer when I need one?
Here, kitty, come on.
Heard you looking for a 7-footer.
Wow, Coach Miles, this is crazy. I just tweeted that.
Trevor, you got this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's more of a dog guy. This ought to do the trick.
Okay, thanks.
That's what we're here for.
Go Rams!
Up here, there's something that makes the remarkable an inspirational thing.
Taking our work with this out of the lab and putting it into these all over the world.
Chasing tornadoes from the shadow of the Rockies.
A special sensitivity that revolutionized an industry.
All of this in a great Colorado town. It's an exciting place to live and learn!
Colorado State University. Inspiration happens on higher ground.
43,000 CSU Ram alums call Denver home. Now it's easier for Denver Ram fans to stay connected with CSU. Visit the all-new Colorado State University Denver Center, where all Ram alums will feel at home. You can make professional connections, enjoy events with other alumni. You can even show your Ram pride with all the best CSU fan gear. Stay connected with CSU. Visit us at 17th and Glenarm or online at rams5280.colostate.edu.
Welcome back here to the Ram Report as we continue to talk some Colorado State basketball. Brian Roth joined on the set by head coach Kristen Holt. Again, the Rams coming off that tough loss on the road at Wyoming. And Kristen, you guys got into some foul trouble. You needed some other kids to step up. Kara Spotton was one of those kids, the freshman from Rocky Mountain High School here in Fort Collins. She had 9 points in the game.
Yeah, she's been taking her shots and hitting them lately, and she looks a lot more confident. Helped us on the board. She had 5 rebounds in that game. 3 of those were offensive, and that's the kind of thing that Kara can do for us.
Yeah, I know you've talked about her. You guys were really excited when you got her to sign out of Fort Collins here at Rocky Mountain High School. You like her upside, don't you?
Oh, yeah. She's just the improvement she's made during the course of this year. I really think with her size and the ability to score on the outside, and she's got pretty good speed, I think there are a lot of really good things in store for Kara.
All right, here's more on the Fort Collins native, Kara Spotton.
Mestog clears the rebound in the hands of Forte. Now cutting through the lane is Spotton. She gets a player underneath, hits the bucket, and draws the blocking foul.
Kara Spotton. I'm a health and exercise science major, and I am a wing forward.
Kara Spotton's going to quickly pull the trigger from 8 feet, and it's good on the baseline.
Well, I've been playing since probably 3rd grade. Originally, my brothers played it. And I just kind of got into it. What I love about it is just, I really like the team aspect of it. Just like the fact that everybody's there for you and we play for each other.
You can put her head down, clear some space, rise and fire and hit. Kara Spotton aggressive.
I really like CSU. I'm obviously really close to my family, so I decided to kind of stay close to home. I am from Fort Collins, so it was nice. And CSU is just a great school. I like it a lot. They have a good health and exercise science department, and that's obviously my major. I really like just our team dynamics right now a lot. I love the team. It's a big school, but knowing that we have like the team here for you, it just kind of helps out.
Looks baseline, and Kim Mestog gives it up. Spotton's open from 8 feet, good.
We all get along really well, and we don't really have that like click really. And I mean, I've seen other teams have that kind of dynamic, and it's really refreshing to have that on our team, just so we can all have fun together.
They go to Spotton in the lane. She's going to take one dribble with her left hand, rise and fire and hit.
I think we have a really promising future ahead of us. Obviously, like getting to the tournament and getting far into the NCAA tournament, winning the Mountain West Championship, and just being conference champs, I think that's definitely attainable for us.
Again, Kara Spotton there, and it's always nice to get those local kids that want to be a part of your program.
Absolutely, and we were just talking the other day, and she was mentioning the success we've had here recently and the change in the program, and that she's happy she came here because she knows that what it was like just recently, and how she's helped change the atmosphere and our winning record, and so it's exciting. And she's an important part of what we do.
Yeah, I'm sure she was influenced by the Becky Hammond and Katie Cronin days growing up in Fort Collins and trying to leave her mark, I know, on some of the younger kids here in northern Colorado. All right, New Mexico coming up on Wednesday night down at the Pit. It's a huge game for the Rams. Kristen, I can't remember the last time you guys won at the Pit.
It's been a long time. I think it was 1998 is what I was told, and so it's time. And I think that our team has got to regroup from this Wyoming game. Got to learn from our mistakes because we made plenty, and we're going against a team that has played well against every opponent. It's not like New Mexico has been getting blown out. They just played UNLV this past weekend, and it was a close game, and so we'll have our work cut out for us.
Yeah, you look at their record in conference play. I think they've only won the 2 games, but they're a team. I don't care what their record is, with the program that they have and the home crowd they get down there, a team you can never, ever take lightly. Again, that comes up on Wednesday night. Rams looking for their first one at the Pit since 1998. And then a home game against San Diego State. Aztecs right at the top, 10-1 in Mountain West Conference play. A great opportunity for you guys.
It is, and that's why the New Mexico game is important, that we get that win so that the San Diego State game, we could be playing for first here. It's not out of the realm of possibility. And, we need some help. If Wyoming could knock off San Diego State, that would help tomorrow night. But we've got to, take care of our business, not worry about what anyone else is doing, and just keep playing better basketball.
All right, well, go get a win at the Pit. It's been a long time
Sounds
coming.
Good.
CSU deserves a win down there.
Yes,
I know that.
do.
All right, that's head coach Kristen. Hold forward, Kristen, and of course, men's basketball coach Tim Miles. I'm Brian Roth saying so long. Thanks for joining us on the Ram Report. Down the lane, reverse layup goes down. Dorian Green off the screen, pull up 2, you bet. Thanks for joining us on the Ram Report with Tim Miles. Join us again next time.